Already we have discussed in previous class how can you identify the rational number and irrational number. If the number in decimal expansion, how can you identify which numbers are rational, which numbers are irrational? Decimal expansion. Divided into two groups, terminating and non-terminating. Again, the non-terminating classified into two groups, repeating or recurring, non-repeating or non-recurring. Okay. Which are the rational number which are terminating and also non-terminating repeating, they are rational numbers. And the decimal number which is non-terminating and non-repeating, they are irrational numbers. Previous class already we have discussed how do you represent the rational numbers on number line. Now we will use how do you represent the decimal expansions on number line. Suppose 1.5. It is a terminating rational number, terminating decimal number. So you have to draw a number line. Here is 0, here is 1, here is 2. 1.5 is placed between 1 and 2. 5 is in tens place. So if 1 and 2 is equal, divided into 10 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is the 1.5. Okay. Suppose 1.56. Here is 1.5. 1.56. So 1.56 is placed between. Here is 1.5. 1.6, that is 1.50, 1.60 is equal divided into 100 parts. So 1.51, 1.52, 1.53, 1.54, 1.55, 1.56, 1.57, 1.58, 1.59, 1.59. Because it is not possible to draw into equal 100 parts. So 1.50, 1.50 and 1.60 equal divided into 10 parts, then we can represent 1.56 here. Suppose 1.567, 1.567. So similarly, here is 1.567 means 1.560, 1.560 and 1.570, 1.570, because 1.567 is placed between 1.560 and 1.570. So 1.561, 1.562, 1.563, 1.564, 1.565, 1.5656, sorry, 566, 1.567, 1.568, 1.569. This one 1.57. By this way, we can represent the decimal numbers on number line. Okay. So, as question given, represent 1.567 on number line. You have to draw first 1.5, then 1.56, then 1.567, because after the decimal point there are 3 digits, so you have to draw 3 number lines. Okay. Then What is irrational number? The numbers which cannot be formed as a p by q, and also the square root of perfect square. Perfect square is rational number. Is called rational number. The square root of non-perfect square number, non-perfect square number is called irrational number. Okay, is called irrational number. The question is, how can you represent the irrational number on number line? Okay, suppose what are the non-perfect square? Root 2. Example of irrational number: root 3, root 5, root 7, root 11, etc. etc. Okay. So let's prove root 2 is not a rational number, or root 2, prove that. Root 2 is not a rational number using contradiction method. So root 2 is a irrational number using contradiction method. So assume root 2 is a rational number. But root 2 is a rational number. If root 2 is a rational number, then it can be expressed as a p by q. So root 2 equal to p by q. Okay, taking the square of both sides, so it will be p square by q square equal to 2, p square equal to 2q square, and p square by q square 2, so p square equal to 2q square. That means, tell me, 2 is the factor of p square.
Yes, sir.
2 is the factor of p square.
Yes, sir.
That means p square is divisible by p.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, p square is divisible by 2.
2.
So we can write 2 is the factor of p. That means also p is divisible by
2.
2.
Sorry.
P is divisible by 2. It may be written as, suppose let p equal to 2m. 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 Yes or no? That means p is divisible. Factor of p means it's a even number.
Yes,
It's
sir.
a
Even
even number. Take the square of both sides. P square equal to
2m whole square.
2m whole square. Whole square of 2m. So it will be p square equal to
4m square.
4m square. P square equal to 4m square. That means 2q square equal to 4m square. So q square equal to 2m square. Q square equal to 2m square. That means q square is divisible by 2.
Yes, sir.
Q square is divisible by 2. That means 2 is the factor of q square. 2 is the factor of q square. That means q also divisible by 2. So 2 is the factor of q. Factor of q. So 2 p is divisible by 2. Q also divisible by 2. So 2 is the factor of p. 2 is the factor of
Q.
So 2 is the factor of
P and Q.
factor of both P and Q. Okay, P and Q. As a rational number, we know that there is no common factor of numerator and denominator except 1. Except 1. But here is the common factor 2.
2.
So root 2 is not
Rational number.
a rational.
Number. Is it? It is irrational. It is an.
That means it's a
It is an.
it is an
irrational number.
irrational number. Okay, irrational number. Finished. Similarly, also we can prove that root 3 is an irrational number using contradiction
Method.
So let us assume root 3 is a rational number. Number. So if it is a rational number, then it can be written as P by Q form.
Yes, sir.
So root 3 equal to P by
P by
Q.
Q.
So taking the square of both sides, both sides, it will be
Root 3 whole square.
root 3 whole square equal to P square Q square. That means P square equal to 3Q square.
Yes, sir.
P square equal to
3Q square.
Q square. That means P square is divisible by 3. P square is divisible by 3 because 3 is the factor of P square.
Yes, sir.
It may be written as 3 is the factor of P square. If P square is divisible by 3, also P is divisible by 3.
Yes, sir.
Divisible by
3.
3. That means 3 is the factor of P. Okay? 3 is the factor of
P.
Let P equal to 3m. Let P equal to 3m. Let P equal to 3m. Because P is the factor of divisible by 3. P is divisible by 3. So, if P equal to 3m, obviously P is divisible by 3.
Yes, sir.
M any natural number. M is any natural number or any integer. Yes or no? So, taking the square of both sides, P square equal to 9m square.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
P square equal to 3Q square because P square equal to 3Q square.
Yes, sir.
9m square. Okay. So Q square equal to 9m square by 3. That means 3m square. That means Q square equal to 3m square. Q square equal to 3m square.
Yes, sir.
That means Q square is divisible by
Divisible by
3.
Ah.
Q square is divisible by
3.
Yes, sir.
Q square is divisible by
3.
3.
Q is divisible by 3.
Obviously Q is divisible by
3.
3 is a factor of P.
Ah.
so 3 is the
Factor of
3 is the.
factor of Q.
Q.
3 is the factor
Otherwise
of
it
Q.
is the irrational.
Here 3 is the factor of
P.
3 is
Sir,
the 3 is the factor of both P and Q. P and Q. If it is a rational number, they have only one common factor 1. They have no common factor except 1. So here is the common factor 3. So root 3 is not a rational number, or it is an irrational
Number.
number. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Similarly, you can prove that root 5, root 7, any irrational number you can prove it. Understood?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
How can you represent the irrational number on number line? before going to discuss about the irrational number or number line, first we should know Pythagoras
Theorem.
Suppose ABC is a right angle triangle. ABC is a right angle triangle, and B is 90 degree. B is angle B is 90 degree. This is called hypotenuse. This is two legs of the right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. Or this is called base. This is called perpendicular. This is called hypotenuse. Okay. So according to the Pythagoras theorem is a square of AC equal to whole square of AB plus square of BC. Okay, square of BC. Can you prove it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. How can you prove it? Suppose we have to prove AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. Construction. You have to draw a perpendicular line
Joining AC.
D, which intersect the hypotenuse AC at point D. This is the 90 degree. T is 90 degree. So construct perpendicular line BD. Perpendicular line BD which intersect the line AC at point D. Okay, and D is 90 degree. Okay, D is 90 degree. Finished? Acha. Isan, tell me ABC, ABD and BDC right angle triangle or not?
Yes, sir.
So this is called similarity. ABC, we can say that ABD, triangle ABD is similar to triangle BDC is similar to triangle ABC. Similarity means same shape but not same
Size.
If the same shape, same size, then we can say congruent. But if only same shape but not same size, we can say it similarity. Okay. So how can you prove? So in triangle, we can say that triangle ABD is similar to triangle ABC. Triangle ABC. ABD. Which one is the right angle triangle? Right angle. D angle is right angle. D angle is right angle. So we can write AD by which one is the hypotenuse of triangle ADB?
Sir,
AB.
D.
AB.
Oh, yes, sir.
AD by AB is equal to in triangle ABC. In triangle ABC. Which one is the? AB is the triangle ABD.
AB by
So
SC.
we can write AB by
SC.
SC. Understood?
Yes,
because AB side in the triangle ABD. So we can write AB by SC.
SC.
Then we can write AB into AB square.
Yes, sir.
AB into AB
AB square.
equal to AD into
BC.
SC. So take it's a 1. Equation
1.
Similarly, in triangle BCD similar to triangle ABC. Okay.
Yes, sir.
In triangle BCD, we can write CD by BC. CD by
BC.
Because CD is the one leg and BC is the hypotenuse is equal to in triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, BC is in the
Yes, sir.
triangle
BC
BDC. So we can write
BC
BC
by
by tell me SC.
SC.
Implies that
BC square
BC
equal
into BC,
to
BC square equal to
AC into
CD
CD.
plus
into
AC.
CD.
AC.
CD plus AC.
CD into SC.
Equation two.
Equation 1. Then
Two.
add equation 1 and 2. We get AB square plus BC square equal to AD into SC plus CD into SC. Okay? Left side, I add left side of the both equation and right side of the both equation. So AB square plus BC square equal to AD into SC, CD into SC. SC is the common side of the both.
AC square whole into
So
80 plus
SC
80.
whole into AD plus CD. AD plus CD because I have taken SC as a common. Okay. AD plus CD. AD plus CD equal to SC. Okay. So AB square plus BC square equal to SC into SC. That means SC square. So AB square
Sir, AC into
plus
SC.
BC square equal to
Sir,
SC.
AC into SC.
SC into SC, that is equal to SC square, hence proved. Okay?
Yes.
Can you prove the Pythagoras theorem? Okay? Then how can you represent the irrational number on number line? Suppose here is a 1 unit. Here is a 1 unit. We know that the hypotenuse is the square root of
1 plus 1.
the square root of BC square plus
AC
AB
square.
square.
AB square.
AB square. So AC equal to 1 square plus 1 square. The square of 1 plus square of 1 equal to how much?
2.
2.
Square root of
2.
2.
Root 2, root 2.
So AC equal to root 2. So how can we represent on number line? By drawing the right angle.
Triangle.
Right angle.
Triangle.
So let's see. Represent number lines. Represent
Number
irrational numbers on number
Number
line.
line.
Suppose root 2. How can you represent root 2 on number line?
line.
First you have to draw a line and take this one 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Root 2 is always placed between 1 and a 2.
2.
Root 2 value is always placed between 1 and a
2.
so draw a right angle. Draw a 90 degree right angle at point O. Suppose this one P. Point P. Point P. Keep in mind 0 to 1, here is 1 unit. So similarly, you have to measure the 1 unit from P to Q. Okay, P and Q also 1 unit. You got 1 unit and you got 1 unit. Here is the right angle. Okay. Then measure OQ. You will get the length of OQ equal to root 2.
Root 2.
Put the component.
Because it's a right angle triangle. The hypotenuse value is 1 root over of 1 plus 1. How much?
Root 2.
Root 2. So how can you represent this root 2, the length of this root 2 on number line? So you have to draw arc with the help of compass. With the help of compass. Okay? Same length, draw the arc. So this one is root 2. Suppose this point is S. Okay? This point is S. Okay? So similarly, how can you represent the root 3, the irrational number root 3 on number line? Root 3. Already you have drawn root 2. Already you have drawn root 2. Suppose it's a right angle triangle. Okay? A, B, C. This length is root 2. And suppose this length is 1 in length of AC. Root 2 square, root over of square of root 2
Root 2.
plus
Root
square of 1.
of 1.
You will get 2 plus the square root of 2 plus 1 equals root 3. You will get root 3. So how can you represent root 3 on number line? Already you got the base root 2 here. So you have to draw here 90 degree right angle. Okay. You will get perpendicular line or right angle. Here is the 90 degree. You have to draw a right angle triangle. So this one is the length of OQ is root 2 unit, and Q, let QP, it's a 1 unit. So draw OP, sorry, OP dash. Draw OP dash. So this one will be root 3. This one will be root 3. So how can you represent this OP length of OP or root 3 on number line? You have to draw arc. You have compass. Okay, you have to draw like this, and it will be intersect at point at the line, number line. It will be intersect at any point on the number line. This is suppose T. This one is root 3. Okay, this one is root 3. Similarly, you can represent root 4. Root 4 is not a irrational number, it's a rational number. But similarly, you can represent root 5, root 6, root 7 on number line.